In this video, we're going to discuss Trump versus FICO, the credit score shakeup every business owner needs to see.
Okay, Marvin, have you seen what's happening with the credit score?
Oh yeah, Gloria. It's about to shake the entire financial game, especially for small business owners. Stick around to the end. We got a bunch of details to go through.
Okay, money magnets, listen closely. Your credit score, as you know it, could be changing for good. Why? Because President Donald Trump is pushing to break up the FICO's monopoly. That is crazy. And if you ever felt like your business was held hostage by personal credit, this is something that you need to hear.
Okay, FICO, the credit scoring giant used in over 90% of lender decisions, may soon lose its grip. And that matters because right now you can't get a mortgage, a car, or a business line of credit without dancing to their tune. Make sure to like and share this video with someone else that needs it because this one is going to be important, guys.
And let's be real, money magnets. As a business owner, which I am, FICO scores doesn't just determine if you get approved. It affects your interest rate, which is crazy. Your insurance, lease approvals, and vendor terms. You know, that right there, Marvin, makes a big difference. So if one company controls all of that, that's not a credit system. That's a chokehold. You know, I feel like I'm in a chokehold sometimes. Now, here's the deal. Trump's housing financial chief officer, Bill Palouse, came out swinging, guys. He said that they're making the market more competitive again, which I agree, encouraging credit bureaus to act like competitors, not a colluder.
Translation, they're coming for FICO's dominance. That's massive because the monopoly in credit scoring doesn't just hurt consumers, it stifles small business growth, which means goods and services in business most of the time doesn't occur without credit. You gotta have a line of credit or a loan a lot of times to buy your materials, pay your employees, and if this slows down, it slows the whole economy down.
Okay, Marvin, let's talk real numbers, okay? FICO has been raising their prices, so let's be honest, you're paying a nice pretty penny, okay? And Senator Josh Hawley is demanding a Department of Justice investigation. Why? Because every time your credit is pulled, for a mortgage, for a small business loan, even for a credit card, someone is paying for that FICO score. And guess who's eating the cost? You and the lender.
And if your score is low, it gets worse, guys. You get denied or hit with a high interest rate, and the lender still has to pay FICO, even if they don't work with you, because guess what? They want to determine whether your credit is good, whether you're bad, or whether you're a risk, or whether you're not. And look, guys, this is not good.
Okay, and let's not forget, FICO isn't just one score now. They've got FICO 8, FICO 9, FICO 10, and even older versions like FICO 2 and FICO 5 for mortgages. It's like a moving target. You don't know which FICO score they're gonna pull.
And imagine trying to build business credit or prep for financing while the system keeps changing the rules. That's not fair. That's intentional confusing because, you know, it was like in February, we were able to get people approved for $50,000 to $75,000 at Chase. Now that's about $5,000 or $10,000. And so that's hard to really think about your business and prepare when you can't find the capital that you need because of changes that go on.
Okay, this isn't just about politics. This is about survival for entrepreneurs, which we are, you know, so we understand. If credit stays expensive and approvals stay low, then guess what? It slows down everything in the economy, hiring, investing, and even scaling your business. Now, right now, interest rates are already squeezing small businesses. That's crazy. This fight over FICO just adds more fuel to the fire, Marvin.
And that's why it matters who controls your credit profile. Because if that gatekeeper is outdated, expensive, and unaccountable, it's your business that pays the price and our business too, because then you might get stuck with a higher interest rate than what you should be paying.
Okay, but let's talk about what's coming next. I know you want to know that. VantageScore is stepping in, and that right there could be a cash flow changer for you, money magnets. They're being approved for mortgage lending. If this sticks, we might finally have another option in the game. You might actually be able to qualify for more funding.
And especially if your Advantage score is higher than your FICO. And that's the case for most people. So imagine getting a better rate on a loan because the scoring model is actually finally fair. And guess what that means? It's not what you make, it's what you keep. And now you get a lower interest rate, which means you can improve your cash flow.
Now here's what's really happening. The credit bureaus and the FICO make more money when your credit is worse. So they're bringing in the cash when you have bad credit. More negative items, more fees, higher interest rate, which means more profit for them. So guess what? That means you need to get that credit right.
And that's not a bug. That's a business model. They capitalize our bad credit. Lenders can charge higher interest rates. And guess what that means? A higher note for you to pay for your business, which squeezes you when it comes to paying employees and buying more materials for your business.
Okay, so if you got late payments, charge off, even collections, this is how they benefit and keep items on your credit report a lot longer and make more money.
And as business owners, we can't afford to be passive on a subject like that. Guys, you got to take your power back, start working on your credit. And for those of you who got good credit, make sure it stays that way.
So let's talk about what Marvin and I recommend for you, money magnets. Whether FICO falls or not, you need to be ready. And if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So what does that mean? That means that you need to check your real FICO and Vantage score. So check both.
Right.
Clean up all the negative items. So stop going with all of these free credit monitoring and pay for monitoring and look at your credit. So don't apply for any funding until you cleaned up your credit profile at least 30 days ahead.
Yeah. And if you don't have time or tools to fix your credit manually, that's why we created our DIY credit repair software called Luxury Credit Hacks. It's AI powered, no fluff, guys. It's 110% money back guarantee. It's built to fight the system and win. And I want to give a shout out to Matt Barnes, the host of All the Smoke. He actually used Luxury Credit Hacks himself, and he made us a video saying, look, it works, guys. You ought to try it.
What up? This is Matt Barnes. And like most of you guys, my parents messed my credit up when I was in college with them damn Discover cards. Throughout my MBA career, I was desperately trying to find people to help me improve my credit score. I paid tens and thousands of dollars for empty promises. About 2 years ago, I found my guy Marvin on Instagram with Luxury Credit Hacks, and it changed my life. He took my score from a low 500 to the mid 700s, and it's still climbing. You guys need to check them out. They changed my life. They can change yours. You can find them at luxurycredithacks.com and tell them I sent you.
Okay, money magnets. This fight over credit scores isn't just about money.
Right.
It's about control.
Right.
As a business owner, you know control over your financial future is everything. So you need to step in and take your control back.
And look, don't wait for the system to change. Position yourself to win. No matter what score they use, you make sure that your score is where it needs to be so that you can get approved and you can use your credit to fund your dreams.
Okay, money magnets, what I want you to do is comment when if you're ready to take your power back. And let us know if you are Team FICO or if you are Team Vantage.
And don't forget, your credit is your first investor. Treat it like an asset because it is.
Hold up, because I have a gem.
What you got, Glenn?
Okay, money magnets, if you're having trouble with your credit and you can't get those stubborn items off, check out this next video.
I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.
And we're here to help empower your finances.